Chevy trucks, built to stay.
All right, so I had an idea to maybe try and do a base swap between a four-wheel drive truck and a two-wheel drive truck, and I looked at these two, and they seem to be compatible there. This one I had drilled apart. I was going to do something else with, and got in my parts box and was looking at it, and I thought, let's see. I wonder. Let me drill this one apart and see what we got. I didn't quite like how that front end looked, so I found another Dodge D200 to sacrifice. So let's try that, see if we can cut that grill out a little bit better, make it look a little sharper. This looks much better. Much cleaner on the front. Need to work on that a little bit. Get it in there a little bit better. There you go. Let me work on that fitment. Here we go. How about this for fitment? Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty darn good, right? All right. Okay, so I did that base swap. I got it fitting in there real nice, and I got my wheels on there that I wanted, the wheels and tires I wanted. Here's the problem: the stance of this truck is all wrong. It's way too narrow. It's way too narrow. I'm gonna have to find a base for this that is wider than that Matchbox base because these just fit too far inside. So I'm gonna have to work on that. Let me see what I can find. I think I found what I needed. It's the 1970 Dodge Power Wagon base. I think that's what I need. It's the same base that I used on this truck here, and it's much wider. If you look at the difference between that Matchbox 68 Dodge and the Hot Wheels base, you can see how much wider the base is. For the wheels, I think it'll work much better for that 62 Chevy. Okay, so I had to do a little finagling here. I cut the front off of that, and then I had to trim this back off a little bit. But to get it to sit in there, I guess I had to give it a little bit of a lift kit. I cut some pieces there of some polystyrene stock, and then once I do that, I can get this base to sit in there just about where I want it. As you can see, looking pretty good. Oh, that's sliding out a little bit, but I got the wheels spaced where I want them, and then the spacer in the front there is going to keep that that front end up where I want it. So I think I'm going to glue these in and then do a test fit, see how it looks. So there's the, I guess what we'll call the little bit of a lift kit that I'm putting in there. The piece across the front actually glued onto the base, and then those two rails that are in the insert there for the interior and the grill and all that, one piece there. Once those dry, then I'll try a test fit to get that together. Okay, I got that all glued in there now, and I think that gets it lined up just right. I got to get it centered. I got to get it to center in there a little bit better, but I think that is exactly what I want. I'm just going to have to now get some wheels in there and kind of see how that all looks. Okay, so I got the wheels, axles cut in there. I got the axles glued in. I think I've got everything sanded down to where it needs to be to go together. I put some primer on the shell, the body of the truck. Let's just see how this is going to go together and how it's going to look. I had to use smaller wheels because those larger ones they were too big. There's not enough clearance on this. The openings for the wheels are much smaller than they are on the Silverado, so I think I've got that about where I want it. So I will continue with the see how it looks from the front there. I got a little notch in there that I'm gonna have to sand off, I think. There you go. I think the stance looks pretty good. All right, here we go with the finished product. I decided to put the Jeffrey decals on there. What do you think? Think it turned out pretty good? What do y'all think?